A fallen electric pole on Ember Street is causing the residents some aches, and that photo surfaced on our platform. A closer examination shows that termites have built a place of abode there, and this is affecting the fabric of the pole. Come with us on this journey. This is Ember Street, Millionaire Quarters in Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital. On arrival, we sighted this electric pole eaten by termites, few steps from the road, on the verge of collapsing. Felix Godwin, a resident of the house just beside the pole, said they have changed the pole twice and are incapacitated financially.
We are making an effort to have it fixed, but the problem on ground is issue of finance. So we are not financially okay to have it fixed. That's why we have decided to overlook it for now.
Dangers associated with fallen poles cannot be overemphasized. Hence, he calls for a quick fix.
It's not our own responsibility to continue changing it for quite a long time, since we have changed it for the second time. So we feel that it is the responsibility of Power Holding Company of Nigeria to come and have its fees. That's why we decided to leave it like this.
However, the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, saddled with the responsibility of maintaining these facilities, said they are unaware of the bad pole, but promised the replacement would be effected as quickly as possible. They assured that not just the pole at Ember Street, but others will be monitored to prevent an unwanted accident.
You know, it's not everywhere that we AEDC staffs are. Unless we embark on patrol to clear one fault or the other before we'll be able to see such faults. After this, I will come with you to enable me to see the pole precisely. Then I will work towards seeing that the pole is replaced. If not by wooden pole, we'll use concrete pole this time around.
Our fingers are crossed, and we hope to be on our toes as we await the action of the distribution company. A photo of a dump site in some communities along the Owo-Ikare Road, Ondo State, evokes concern as the residents claim their challenges run deeper than a picture could convey. We visited to see things for ourselves. Social amenities such as electricity and potable water are very vital for comfort and development of any society. These have, however, become far-flung from some communities in Ondo State. The four communities are Ajagmolu, Owasoyo, Ogunshusi, and Ogumolawa, located along the old Owo-Ikare Road in the outskirts of Owo, Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. With a combined population of about 10,000 people who are mainly farmers, artisans, and low-income earners, they have, through self-help, done the much they could and no longer financially able to go further. The poor state of infrastructure here has retarded the growth of these communities said to have existed for centuries. This is compounded by the rocky landscape, a major impediment to potable water. Rather than suffer here, most people have chosen to relocate. Our resident Gabriel tells Channels Television that residents go far into the town to get water. He appeals to the state government to seriously consider coming to their rescue.
The underlying bedrock here is full of igneous, that is igneous rock, and these are just an example or just one of those things that we have actually gotten ourselves into. To sink this, to dig this particular well, a foot, they have always collected 2,000 naira, and so it has always been a problem for us to make sure, to get water. Our women used to go a long way, about 3 kilometers, to make sure, to get water from this environment. Not just this place alone, but in all the environment, all the homes we have here, this has always been the phenomenon. We have places where 2 wells were dug in the same yard, yet no water. So we are appealing to the government to come to our aid here. So by helping us to sink borehole.
To get electricity to the area, the community purchased about 250 wooden poles In spite of these and other efforts, power supply is erratic, laments Taiwo, a resident of the area.
We have bought about 250 electricity posts for this electricity, and if we can see it, that we just erected one line. It's supposed to be 3 pieces, but there is no more money, and we use wooden pole. Now we want government to come and assist us.
Perhaps the greatest threat to the lives of residents here is the location of a dump site, which they say has been in existence for decades. According to Ben Adelaye, people from all over the city come to the site with all sorts of waste. It says even remains of unclaimed corpses are buried in shallow graves here. This, he says, is posing a great hazard to them.
Any refuse from town, they will carry it to this place. Even dead people are being shallowly buried here. This is a dumping area for long. And now, see town, see development that is taking place. As of now, government is supposed to reason and make sure that they remove this dumping site, because it's a very bad site for people to see. It's an eyesore. Imagine, the odor that is coming out is so offensive, and it can kill people. It can cause general epidemic in the town.
The road network in the entire area is nothing to write home about. Residents say during rainy season, the whole axis is cut off by flood. Since the construction of the new Owo-Ikare road, the old road has been abandoned and has become deplorable. In order to give respite to the people, an indigent had to spearhead tarring of the road and also erected concrete electric poles. And now he hopes other well-meaning citizens will join hands in developing the area.
Most of these things that is missing and within the local government, it has with the community here, had to do with the local government per se. But unfortunately, you see most of the local government, they are dying gradually because there are no resources. Then the little thing that state government can do, they don't have sufficient funds. Even though the little funds they have, because of the political appointments, they cannot do much to the people. That is the second point. But the third point is that some of us that we think that we are enjoying the blessing of God, we should be able to encourage to do one or two things for this community. Borehole is not the answer to all this problem. There are some of the reservoirs we have here before that we can still expand to give water to all the communities, which part of those things that we are going to be talking to the new government to look at. Not boreholes. Borehole is limited to some people, but we want a pipe-borne water that we're going to come from the central storage facility that's going to go to everybody.
Another resident gives a list of their expectations from the government.
We do not have a center in this community, and we could now realize during this period of endemic season where we have malaria problems and a lot of things, people will need to get to Federal Medical Center before they could access health center. The security there, you could now know, with the situation there, the security there is a threat. There was a time we heard of kidnapping there and burgling, vandalizations that happened. There's no police post, which we've requested for. We'll be happy if we can have this one in this community.
Until respite comes their way, the residents of these communities will continue to live under pitiable conditions. This, they hope, will draw the attention of the Ondo state government towards resolving what has become a way of life for them. While we look at some issues of concern on Eyewitness Report, don't forget you can also celebrate positives such as innovations, self-help projects and more on the program. Begin by downloading the channel's TV app to your mobile device, then launch and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness icon. Follow instruction on how to get your photo or video uploaded. Now let's see some of those you already sent for the week. Our first photo from Sally shows what he described as an abandoned primary healthcare facility in Bula, Potiskum, Yobe State. He thinks this is a waste of taxpayers' money and therefore calls for thorough investigation. Next is a photo sent in by Kenny of students waiting to participate in the UTME mock test in Abuja. Our eyewitness does not feel JAMB is equipped enough to conduct computer-based tests, judging by the mock test conducted, and he calls for a review. The poor infrastructure at Government Science Secondary School, New Karu, Nasarawa State, caught the attention of Collins, who is very worried about the students supposedly in school here. He wants the authority concerned to wake up to their responsibilities. Residents of Ogimoyi Street, Upper Supumba in Benin City, are wondering if the government is aware of their existence, as flood wreaks havoc in their domain. Our eyewitness thinks quick intervention will save the area from an escalated danger. Abdullah is disturbed about the state of Otua Amukoko Road in Ajeromi, Feludum. You say it replete with potholes, stagnant water and blocked drains. The next photo tends to depict what residents faced with in Odonla, Odogunyo in Ikorodu. Bad road is what Diola Festus hopes the government will save them from. Lastly, from Ndokwa East local government area of Delta State is this photo of Oyero Primary School in Iyedeame. These our eyewitness describes as very appalling. Those were your photos and videos. Do keep them coming. Always endeavor to add a form of contact such as phone number or email so we can follow up on your story. Till next week, when we should hopefully be back on another edition of the program, I'll keep my eyes on you. I'm Chris Elems. Bye-bye.